neighbour was kind enough to give us his extractor. Apparently doing it the way I was planning to, it was going to take a week to drain out, and he insisted on me borrowing it. It does 3 frames at a time, and you just spin it around. And then gravity does her thing and empties out the trays. He gave me this to help me, this to store my frames in so that I can harvest from them without the bees coming back to them. A knife that heats up to uncap the frames. I was just going to use a butter knife, so I guess that's going to be a bit easier. His suggestion was to harvest in a closed off place rather than just out here. So I'm probably going to set this all up in the shipping container, and that way I can just transfer it over nice and easily. Any mess can be cleaned up nice and easily as well, and then I'm not outside for the bees to come and claim their honey back. The best thing about when you have gear to clean from honey and all kinds of things, so you just leave it out and the bees sort it out for you. Thanks for cleaning, ladies. This is also probably why my neighbour said to do it inside rather than outside, because otherwise it'll be swarming in bees. I just realised that I don't have any jars to put my honey into. I really want to have them as gifts for our family as part of our engagement party. It'll be a really lovely way to bring a little piece of us over to them. We're going to go get some jars today, and I think we're going to harvest tomorrow instead. I can smell the honey today. First honey harvest coming up. So I'm going to get started ASAP. There's sus on me. Lid off. No honey. Where's it gone? My lovelies. One side is getting pretty capped, but the other side isn't, so we'll just leave that for now. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Oh, this feels full. Just about full on that side, and about 70%, I'd say, on that side. See that? So we're going to they don't really shake off easy, do they? I'm going to brush them off. Woo. As many bees as we can, and close that up. Calm them down. Alright, next lot. That's not very user-friendly for me. Alright, looks good. Open that up. Alright, that's 2. Yeah. Wow, they've cut so much. That wasn't so scary. Let's go, guys. Try not to drop you on the way. I did notice that there were quite a few bees that ended up in here. So I just want to try use my brush to get them all off as gently as I can. Yep. Off you go, little dudes. There you go. Yay! That went really well. I think they were calm. I hardly got any bee stings, which is great. I feel confident that I got most of them out, so I'm not gonna have any surprises while I'm doing the next part. I am sweating though. I don't know if it's the excitement of harvesting honey or if it's just the heat and being in so many layers. I am indeed going to be harvesting the honey in the caravan. It seemed like the smartest place to do it because it's easy enough to clean up with the vinyl flooring and the benches. The benches also mean it's super easy. Oh, I'm so hot. The benches also mean that it's super easy just to put everything on there and I don't have to fuss. I think I need shorts, guys. Hey, Eris. But the frames are so full. I can't wait to give back the bees some empty frames so they can use up the last of the nectar and the pollen that they find around before the cooler weather comes in and the flowers kind of disappear. I am drenched. I am actually wet. Yuck. Too hot. Alright. But no bee stings. I cannot wait to show you these honey. Wow. Look at it. Oh my god, it's so heavy. All of that beautiful capped honey. Oh. So that one was a little less. Look at that. Wow. So good. Alright, we've got our little setup. Alright, let's do the first one and hope for the best. It's so heavy. Look at this. Amazing. I like this knife though. I feel like it's just too difficult to use. So I'll just use a good old-fashioned one of these. Because have a look at what's happening to the frame. I'd rather just do this to uncap it. All that this does is scratches all of the things open. It's just a lot easier. I think I have patience. And that should be the end of that step and the start of the next step. So exciting. Fun part. Ready? Oh my god, it's heavy. Sorry guys, I think I need 2 hands again. Ready, Kobe? Here we go. After you've spun it one way, you're supposed to flip them and spin it the other way. Hopefully I've done it right. And then it will drip. Just in case. Wow, that actually made a huge difference. Look at the change in colour. And it's so much lighter. I'm going to do the other side just in case. Are you ready? Here we go. There's the money shot. So good. And these lovely almost empty frames are going to go back to the bees to refill, so I'll go swap them over. So I did put on Sam's suit because I thought it would be a bit safer with all the padding. Never showed you guys inside my bees, have I? Let me try now. Even though we've stolen one thing of their honey. That's all they do. They just chill. So we're going to have a look at these guys and see what we've got. Smoke in there. These ones I don't want to take as much from. Smoky here. Got this at the ready if I need. Lid off. Oh yeah, these guys aren't doing too much at all. Wow, not good. But that is a bit concerning if they have nothing going on. I'm just going to check that they're okay and that their queen's laying. Really sealed it up, haven't they? Maybe she's run out of space to lay or something. You guys have a few bees in you, I've got lots on me. We're just going to move away and let them chill again. I must say those bees are a lot more difficult to deal with than the other ones, and it is that original queen, so I wonder if there's something going on with her. They're not filling out the top box as quick as I thought. Come on, dogs, in or out? In or out? Okay, careful. Everybody go sit in the viewing area. Up there. Go on, up. Good job. Stay up there. I freaked out. Those bees are so much more difficult to work with, and my neighbour is going to show me in a couple of weeks how he's re-queening some of his older hives, and I feel like this queen that I have right now is probably getting a bit old and a bit cranky, so I might have to consider re-queening her. But I gave them a couple of new frames. I did end up taking one of their honey frames, which I don't think I was supposed to do, but in the moment I freaked out and I forgot what I was doing and I ended up grabbing it. And it looks very different. So there's a lot more darker pollens in it, but I'm really going to have to keep a lookout on those guys and make sure they're doing the right thing. There was definitely brood in there. The second frame that I went into had brood, which is why I stopped going into there. So she's definitely, there's a queen there and she's laying, but for some reason they're not moving up. Not sure why. This is so exciting. Steady. Whoosh.